We have some of the all-stars of jank decks, one Thaumatic Compass to find land, one Treasure Map to do some fixing. But I want to note one of the most interesting cards here is Chandra's Regulator. Whenever you activate a Chandra Planeswalker ability, you can pay 1 and copy it. This also lets you filter, because you can discard any pretty much any card in your hand in this deck to draw a card. So it's a nice way to get just extra stacks of Chandra Awakened Inferno. This is a card that I've been considering jamming into my Grixis deck for a long time. Just a nice, threatening, sticky, obnoxious flyer. Just a really nice, obnoxious flyer for the opponent to deal with. And there's some other really interesting other tidbits. Mask of Immolation is an equipment that allows me to sack something to ping. How good is this? Well, if we have Chandra Acolyte of Flame summoning 2 1/1 haste elemental creature tokens, you can equip the Mask of Immolation onto that, have them sack and ping, sack and ping. It's kind of an interesting flexible one of. Not entirely sure where precisely this fits in. Chandra Novice Pyromancer. Really, the -2 is the super dope one. Novice Pyromancer deals 2 damage to any target. The -1 can be very nice for getting a turn 5 Chandra Awakened Inferno, which is excellent. Cavalier of Flame. I think the most notable thing about it is when Cavalier of Flame enters the battlefield, discard any number of cards, then draw that many cards. It's another nice filtering mechanism. And when Cavalier of Flame dies, deals X damage to each opponent and each planeswalker they control, where X is the number of land cards in your graveyard. It's kind of an interesting little flexible one of. Now, for land, we have 3 Interplanar Beacons. Very nice to be able to stay alive. Field of Ruin, picking off the Search for Azkantas. Hell yeah. And why not? I mean, there's so many decks that are not really running that many basics or 1 or 2 basics. Blast Zone, another flexible removal. Arch of Orazca, card draw, and a big old pile of mountains. In the back, we have 4 Fries to be able to destroy planeswalkers that be whites and blue. Very good against your friendly neighborhood, stupid-ass, dumb bullshit Esper decks. Another Lava Coil against some decks that just need a little bit more damage response. 4 Blood Suns. When Blood Sun enters the battlefield, draw a card. All lands lose all abilities except for mana abilities. It's very, very key. Very nice. Relative to Field of Dead decks. Bandscape Shift ones. Flame Sweep against the little baby guys. 3 Star of Extinctions against some of the thicker ones. Plox says, what does mana abilities mean? It means something like this. This can tap to add 1 red mana. That's a mana ability. Whereas this pay 5, sack Memorial to War, destroy a target land. That's not a mana ability because it does not generate mana. It spends mana to do an effect. So a lot of our cards, like the Search for Orazca, has 1 mana ability, 1 non-mana ability. The tap to add colorless is the mana ability. The other one is not. Blast Zone has 2 non-mana abilities and 1 mana ability, and so on and so forth. So it basically turns those off. Also, it says lose all abilities except mana abilities. So that's not all actives. So this has a passive ability. Whenever you cast Planeswalker spell, you gain 1 life. It's still an ability. And I think that what we're going to find is that this deck is going to be more successful than my Grixis control decks. I think for 2 reasons. One, I think that Nox is just a strictly better deck builder than I am. I forgot to link to this thing. Alright, let's go to Nox's YouTube. Is this the list for Fire, Lava Coil, Blood Sun, Flames, Star of Extinction, Ugin, Thematic, Treasure Map, Chandra, Regular, Mask of Immolation, Cavalier, yes. Bam, boom. Copy to MTGA. Nox is big red. Yeah, but I think that it's better just due to the fact that Nox is a better deck builder than I am. That's one key component to it. But also, this kind of follows a principle that I feel like I know should work, but I keep not quite making it work. I'm actually going to mulligan this because I only really have a turn 4 play. This is technically a turn 2 play, but it doesn't really do anything for me. That is such a terrible hand. I'm keeping this for one reason and one reason alone. I can always Field of Ruin to blow up a non-basic land to get a mountain out. So, here's an interesting question. Do we Lava Coil this, or do we wait for the next card to come down? I think we wait for the next card to come down, 1000%. Bishop of Wings is not a threat in and of itself. It says whenever an angel you control dies, you just create a little spirit buddy. But Lava Coil exiles instead of causing death. DJ Furball with the 10 gifteronis and the pepperoni. Man, thanks, DJ Foyball. Thanks, DJ Furball. You know, let's go ahead and send out a tweet. Fuck, is it weird going to the homepage? How do you fucking send out a tweet? What the fuck is going on? I actually can't tweet. Holy shit, if you have the window size small enough... Oh, this is so weird. If you have the window size small enough in Twitter, you lose the ability to see where... you lose the ability to see where you can tweet from. That's why I couldn't tweet. Live with some MTGA experimental deck building Friday. We are only playing extremely weird, funky, awesome decks today. I wonder how much of a negative effect this is going to have on my viewership, given that this is a significantly harder to navigate thing. My god. Dude, is it just me or does the new Twitter just fucking suck? Alright, I mean, this hurts some, but not the most. We're going to Thaumatic Compass to get a mountain. We're not actually under very much threat, so we're actually doing okay. I think a Star of Extinction will be beneficial in this matchup. This is interesting. I believe that this is simply a White Angels deck that happens to run Feather because it's a 3/4 flyer for 3, not because of the... What? Yeah, it's a 3/4 flyer for 3, not necessarily that it does all the buff effects. I don't know what this is about. I don't think there's a 1-mana hurt me thing that can exist. Is this really the goal? Okay, now that we got a little defense up, I think we're just going to Lava Coil this one. This is actually quite close. You know, I think it actually... yeah, I guess it's better to do this. Whoa! What is my land doing? What the shit? Ah, come on, man. You're killing me. It's tapping all my red. I gotta be so careful. Jaracol says, love the shirt, Sean. Thanks, Jaracol. It's any day of the year, which is my favorite day to celebrate trans pride. This dying is 100,000% fine. I'm just more interested in picking off some of these. Bliss Love with the 5 gifties. Thanks, Bliss Love. Y'all so sweet. Is this the better one to block? I think so. I value my health over this Chandra that's dying anyways. Bliss Love with the 5.
So hard.
Ah! Very interesting little composition here. Sure. So our opponent has infinitely much health, but very little gas in the tank. I mean, we honestly have a pretty good situation right now. At end of turn, this is going to flip. So, I mean, we're pretty much defended. So we've stabilized pretty hard. God, I forgot about how fucking fun Thaumatic Compass is. Where'd you get the shirt? I want... It emerged from me asking if there were any LGBTQIA+, which, let me just say, I am in such huge support of anyone in that community, but my god, I am getting tired of how many letters are there, you know what I'm saying? Like, all the members of all the various groups, I want to be as supportive as possible. Can we just get fewer letters over here? And that's one of the hardest things about being supportive. That's literally it. That's one of the hardest. That's about it. That's the difficulty. But anyways, I was looking for Jarcool says queer, so much easier. That's actually, yeah, that's a good term. Yeah, for in terms of like trying to express support to the queer community, there's a lot of green in the flags. There's a lot of green, and I use a green screen. So I was just looking for shirts in that vein. We're really looking for a Chandra if we can eliminate most of these puppers. Mask of Immolation. Yeah. I think I'm tragically gonna gotta pass, you know. It's really the width that's causing me issues. Hey Nadoru, happy 82-month rose. So if I did like this, we would take 6 damage. Go to 7. I'm okay with that. Kanadori, I cannot believe it's actually been 82 months. You've been here forever, man. Near perfect. Nearly. So now we'll get rid of the token generation. Regulator does have some health to spare. Oh, Max the Lawn says the problem, I think, was proved that if n is an odd integer, then n to the 4 mod 16 equals 1. Yeah. Yeah, I remember that one. And I was like, brute force it. That auto tapper sure is convinced that the right thing to do is to tap this fucking thing. VT Catguard. Of course, which stands for Valiant Thor Catguard. Just said, always happy to watch VODs, but boys, it's nice to catch you live. Thanks for your advice the other day. About halfway through vet school essays and feeling good. Just got a job lined up in San Diego for when we move. Feeling great. Hell yes. And while I wasn't looking, wait, just gifted the 20 Sabaroni Ruiz. 20 Sabaroni Rui. Alright, so let's do the very basic Treasure Trove Cove. Chandra's Regulator. Yeah, that's a fancy coil effect. Hey, what? Wait, thank you kindly. Wait, your name is, wait, what? And I only noticed because you typed he gets my name wrong every single time. Holy shit, I've literally, like, it's imprinted in my brain. I see, and then some letters, and I'm like, oh, it's, what, wait. Your name is, wait, what? Holy cow, that's like just as bad as Meltorfast, man. So we have to block like this, and if I block like this, then 2 damage gets through and we go to 5, and I think that's good. Opponent's down to 52, that's good. Oh, wait, what? Oh my god. Shock the Cavalier of Flame, as it does not have any ability to deal with air and just get something more useful. Target the first one. Target the second one. This auto tapper is just like Arch of Orazca. That's exactly what we're gonna tap. Fucking Arch of Orazca, please.
Just let me burn.
Just being very careful with my button clicks. Die.
Yeah, I like to think on my feet.
I'm actually going to play the mountain and Chandra's Regulator, the lady. We still have to hit it with the no attacks right now. Like, beginning to chip away seems like a pretty bad idea. This is a horrible idea to attack with anything, I think. This hurts some, but not the most. The good news is that if you read the last 2 lines, it gains trample if it's red and gains vigilance if it's white. Alright, our opponent has just simply made a mistake here. It's a shock. That would be so great. Yeah, yeah, in case you've never seen this fucking channel. Yeah, yeah. Just in case you've never seen this. The shock is really nice to kill Aurelia in a big ol' surprise maneuver. Alright, this happens. You. This is like the longest game 1 I've played in so long. I mean, that just makes everything like a hell of a lot easier.
There's no problem fire can't solve.
Okay. Oh my god, Psychic Muffin with the 25. Hey, Psychic Muffin. You know what? I have a question for you in a moment, Psychic Muffin. Give me the time. I know that might look a wee bit passive. But I'm going to go to 3, so that way I have enough mana here to Chandra's Triumph. Oh my god, I can actually begin to do my work. Technically, I could have swung with 2, but I'm really concerned about these red mana sources. Alumnus got a sub, hooray. You want them 5x5s. Where are you at, Psychic Muffin? Where are you at, Psychic Muffin? Psychic Muffin. Psychic Muffin. I wanted to ask you. I'm going to have some free time this weekend. And I wanted to ask you, what is a good movie or show that I should watch that you recommend? What is it going to be? Oh my god, there's Maldarian. Meltofos says, yeah, I swear he gets more gift subs than any other channel. Yeah, I mean, like, in my experience, when I am gone for a while and then I come back, that's where the most resubs and regifty subs happen. It's like Mom says, ooh, I'm a huge TV guy, but Brooklyn Nine-Nine and BoJack Horseman have been great. Dude, yes, Brooklyn Nine-Nine I watch super regularly. Frat Star for Life says, why not shock the Adanto to kill it? Because then my opponent could simply just pay another 4 life, and it would be completely fine. This is a very nice looking hand. Why that one? Messed up. Oh, and Maldarian with the 5 Gifteronis. Dude, Psychic Muffin, I gotta say, I did not know you were going to be recommending those specific things. But I did want to say, you have great taste. You have great taste. Those shows are friggin' excellent. Friggin' excellent. Oh my god, Doom Kitty. It is so good to see you. God, it's been a little too long. We have our opponent down to 32. It's like Muffins. Brooklyn Nine-Nine is feel good, wholesome humor. BoJack for really funny and sometimes sad humor. Yeah. Show that makes you laugh and think. Only movie recommendation I got recently is Chef. Great for foodies. A ton of fun. Dino K410 says, would you say Chandra's your favorite planeswalker? Big Chandra is absolutely. Big Chandra, big Vraska. So I'm actually gonna double block here. I've been shipping it back with the Spires of Orazca, but I think that this is actually just a really nice. Very well. Alright, our opponent just forgot to clicky. I don't agree with this play from our opponent. Because, I mean, like, Deafening Clarion pre-combat to get the lifelink actually seems pretty sick.
Say hi to my fiery friends.
We're actually doing this. Is this not amazing? Alright, well, let's move on to Maldarian, who gifted 5. Hey, Maldarian, who's been here for a frickin' million years. Where's... I summon thee, Maldarian. Target creature that's white or blue. Mask of Immolation doesn't seem the best. Okay, so I want Lava Coils, Fries, and Star of Extinctions. What do we get out of here though? Probably not the Chandra's Regulator. I think this is for a longer matchup. This probably certainly goes. I think Chandra Novice Pyromancer is going to be essentially irrelevant. This is really good with the recursion themes. Probably one of these seems right. Yeah. Crazy Miner 51 sees shocks as fuck. Crazy Miner 51 says shocks seem bad, don't have any targets. That's a really great call. It's a really great call. We should have done that, absolutely. That was a very nice call. Yeah, we ditched Medium Chandra because Medium Chandra feels... What's happening? Hello? Do we like lose connection? What's going on? Is this going out? Okay. What the fuck? What the fuck is it going on? Is it just like a what in the fuck? I mean, come on, like what the fuck is what's going on? Oh my god, Maldarian. Maldarian by 86 months. Ah! 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 Maldarian, give me one song to listen to. Alright, that actually just might kill us, like, straight. Scipius says, what other decks are you planning on building today? I want to build a Jund deck. Maybe Abzan, but I think that Abzan is really missing out on a lot of the good key cards. Like an Abzan mid-range, just like a big, thick, swollen fucking Abzan deck. This is actually an answer to a Danto. A Dance in a Pants. So I think the right thing to do is just to play another Mountain, probably. So we're basically fully expecting there to be a big Aurelia. There was this as a turn 2 play. There was no turn 3 play, and this deck has a shitload of turn 3 plays. What? Maybe I guess just drew that off the top. Aurelia would have been a better play. So the question is, do we Chandra or do we wait? And no. which doesn't make any sense to. There could be some sort of buff put on this, which would just be really weird. Okay, this is really weird. This is like Boros Angels with a little bit of buff in action. I mean, we can still delete it, but it's probably fine. The fact that our opponent has God's Willing is actually quite weird, because this did not look like a Boros Feather deck, even a little bit. Well, I don't need that many treasure maps. Much to the surprise of chat. Okay, great. We're going to do our slower speed spell. So the God's Willing's coming back, which is nice. Calling it. This is actually extremely difficult of a situation. I think we just outright die. It's hard to see how we live. Okay, that allows us to live. I would like to spend all of my mana.
Anyone need a fire started? No? Too bad. Remember this one?
Alright, we did it! Bam! And this is where Melitel plays a second big lady. It would really not surprise me to see a second Aurelia. Like, not even a little bit. Nice. Oh, look at the health gains.
I am not happy right now.
I am not happy right now. Oh. Well, doesn't this just suck a whole bunch? This might have been the correct choice to play over the Fry. Yeah. I made a mistake by holding off on this. Just gonna block the most damage. This puts us in a situation where we have a few turns to live. Alright, this pretty much kills us unless we get strictly Star of Extinction and the land. I mean, how do we do this? I think this is how. Get two of these regulators in there. Not all of them, but just a little bit. I think it's plausible that if there's Feather with God's Willing combos in there, you know, it's plausible that there's like some little baby drops. I think Flame Sweep is a little suspect because it's so expensive. Alumnus DK says, do you have any advice for me to stay motivated to keep going on dates? On dating apps, but I keep having only a first or maybe a second date. The comment I usually get is there's no spark or no magic. I get that I'm the common denominator in this and I need to work on myself, but it's just hard to stay motivated. I would say that you're not the common denominator. It is not the fact that you are somehow, on a scale of 1 to 10, a 5. And if you only tried to be a 6 or a 7, people would like you more. Like, let's get one thing right, okay? I'm fucking awesome. I'm also can be kind of a lot, okay? Do you realize I just talk effusively to fucking nobody in a room, okay? Hanging out with me can sometimes feel like staring into a bright light. You're just like, oh, fuck, it's so much, right? Like, you probably like showing up and having someone who has that level of energy because you can just opt to tune out and do something else. But, I mean, I have a lot of intensity as a human being. And for that reason, I have had people just be like, no, I really like you, but I don't want to be with you, you know? And it's not because I'm not awesome, because let me state again, I'm fucking awesome. I'm the man, okay? I'm like, holy shit. Who is sicker than this puppy? By the way, I am absolutely 1,000,000% gonna close your map. Because if I can just get a stonk of Extinction out, I can just kind of win the game. Okay, I'm great. Now, the thing is that I betcha, I'm thinking, I'm pretty sure that you're fucking great, Alumnus DK. I'm pretty sure you're great. And the thing about dating is that it is framed as a better or worse sort of thing. It is framed, you know, especially in media, as like, he's wrong for you, I'm the right one for you, ooh, and all that shit. That is like absolutely a billion % kind of how people talk about shit. This is not very useful, is it? Alright, I know the play I'm gonna do. Like, it is very much so framed in that way. How the fuck ever? However, it's not. It's not true. 90% of relationships don't work out just because this person and that person are different persons. You're just different. And that's okay. So what I would encourage you to do, I would encourage you to just treat it a little bit like the way you're supposed to treat fitness, which is, it's not about how much weight you're losing. It's not about how much you can lift at what date. It's about the frequency of doing it. If you went to the gym 5 days in a row, I don't give a shit if you did baby workouts for babies. You went to the gym 5 days in a row, good for you. Oh, wait, whenever an angel... Oh, so this is going to summon a bunch of spirit tokens. Oh, dude, I'm such a dumbass. That's okay, let's do this. Right, slight change of plans. Slight change of plans. One, two, three, four, five, six. So we do need to get a little lucky here. Alright, let's see what our opponent does. Could have cracked this a little earlier. Yeah, just like you make it about the frequency of doing it. And I'm talking about, what I'm specifically not talking about is like, dude, just try to like go on as many dates as possible. Try to like, get hookups going. Yeah, come on. You know, I'm talking more about just try to go like once a month, twice a month, something like that. Set aside time for it. Shit like this. Alright, so we kind of need to get some land here. Holy shit, is that ever not some land? Yuck. Alright, I just screwed up my plan. Because I wasn't thinking about the 1/1s that get left over. So we are pretty dead. And that sucks. Ugh. So the only way we live is by doing this and by lava coiling this. Any other way, our opponent has 8 damage, and if there's a God's Willing here, we still die. Okay, nice. Yeah, because think about, like, with relationships and dating and shit like this, it's pretty binary, right? I mean, it's pretty damn binary. You're working out, or you're not working out. All right. And frankly, in my relationship life, you know, it's like all failures except one. Failures in air quotes, because it's not really a failure. Right? It's not a failure if someone doesn't work out with you. You know, it's okay. It's okay. All right. So now we're gonna take 1 damage. We're gonna do this because in case of Deafening Clarion, then that dies as well.
I thought this was a sparring match.
Alright. Little by little, we're getting closer.
Study? Focus? I just want to burn stuff already.
I'm actually not gonna do the flip. I'd rather save for a big Star of Extinction. Okay, that's a huge tell, so I actually am going to do this. I actually want that. Hey, these little guys are great! There's some real paranoia, man. I love it. I love seeing it. See, if I were in your shoes where I was having trouble with dating life and stuff like that, I would, 1, focus on things that bring you joy, find hobbies you like, find things you're really excited and passionate about, and just, like, try to set aside some time, like maybe 1 hour a week, to just try to set up dates via a dating app. 1 hour actively, and if notifications come through, then great. Respond to those a little bit at a time, but, you know. Hang on to that.
Say hi to my fiery friends.
Swing with these guys. I want 2 blockers back because this gets trample. So I want to make sure that I don't accidentally die. Holy crap, are we actually going to win this? This is like the longest, most dramatic game. Love it. It's been almost an hour for this best of 3. Give me them pips, baby. Militel might be experiencing a wee bit of Stress und Strain. Do the Arch of Orazca this time, because this treasure map can let us draw. We do this first. Right now. Could be a God's Willing, which would be an absolutely fine outcome. I'm going to leave one Phoenix back just in case. Oh shit, I only have 4 minutes left on the clock.
Hey, these little guys are great.
My opponent has 15 minutes left, I only have 4. And again, my opponent doesn't have a show to run. Woo! We did it! My opponent probably conceded because Chandra can peel a fry off the bottom. Thanks, Professor Knox. What's even going on here? By the way, did I put up the deck properly? Alright, the game is dead. The game has literally become a dead game. What's that timer about? If you run out of time, you lose. It's basically a chess clock. The clock is something new, and I think it's just a brilliant touch. Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant touch. I think that one of the best and most important qualities in a lot of turn-based games is when there's a little bit of time pressure. Is this an okay enough hand? It doesn't look okay. Like, I have a lot of 2-drop things, so I want a hand that I can actually use those. You got it, alumnus, man. I'm here to help. Okay, so this could be our Simic flashy friend. Okay, this is more than likely elementals. What do you know? Probably don't want the wee Chandra. Probably are going to need a lot more land. I think I'm going to go ahead and nuke this creeping Trailblazer right now. We would typically expect for an elemental deck to see a Risen Reef on turn 3. We already have an answer for this. Yeah.
Ready? I'm ready. Let's do this.
Now, this is kind of a sick position to be in.
Up in flames.
Because this can let me cast Chandra Awakened Inferno immediately. However, in the situation I'm in, I think it might actually be better
Be afraid, wizard. Okay, so
to wait.
that ley line thing. That's it. I'm going home.
An interesting choice. Makes sense in an elemental deck. It's very flexible, but I think we're playing as correctly as a man can play.
Ooh, hot, 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 hot!
Nissa, who broke the wild.
Magnificent world. Behold nature's true power.
So we think that's probably a shock, don't we? I don't really have any way to kill this, because Chandra awakened Inferno. I think I'd do this and just try to accept the shock that could go down. Oh, duh! This can just deal the 2 damage. Worked. Probably don't need the regulator. I mean, this stinks a little bit, but I think it's just good to nuke the Chandra right away.
Anyone who stands in my way is getting sizzled. I've got a burning desire.
Ditch Denissa. And then we wind up in one of my favorite positions in Magic Standard. A spot where I have no cards in hand, but like a bunch of utility lands that are going to help me through.
Okay, so reach into that ley line thing. Anyone need a fire started? No? Too bad.
I mean, this is fine. 2 damage at a time, it's fine. Let's go ahead and draw.
I'm not comfortable sticking around. Sorry.
I do want to play this mountain. Because if my opponent, depending on what my opponent casts, yeah. What winds up coming out, we're probably going to pop our Blast Zone. What?
Go get him, buddy.
That is rather painful. Okay. Ow. Lucavi Laurel says, hello, Day 9. Apparently was gifted a sub a week ago. So I can chat after lurking for like a year. Oh, that's a hurtful one. So we want 2 extra counters on here. I'm going to do this first. We're just going to take a peek at what we get. Probably not going to Cavalier of Flame anytime soon. Yeah. Just going to sack and pop it.
Training is so hard.
High value Blast Zone. Eats Metal says, Sean, are you going to try to make the Golgari Land Smash deck work in this new meta? I really think that that might be a super high value pick. X equals 1, because it starts with 1. I've made this mistake so many times. This is game 1, hell. I'm gonna need to wait on our Chandra. deck is so interesting the way it plays out. So we already know that we're probably going to want to consider our Blood Suns, at least a little bit. That's nice. Our opponent's playing straight into that. It's also nice. Ooh, that's so good. Let's crack it. How many lands do we have in here? 2 lands? You know, it's plausible we don't want to directly address this Field of the Dead. Because my opponent has just a bunch of bells and whistles in the deck. Doing all sorts of things. It looks like Land of the Dead is just sort of like an afterthought.
It's better than having a plan. Basically, anything. Oh, they're so cute!
Alright, that's okay. You know, my opponent's already shown me a lightning strike. I'm gonna do this. Going to 4 is okay here. I think going lower is dangerous.
Time to sleep for a week.
How many green things? We have a good amount of green shit. Played around it pseudo correctly. I'm going to put in the Star of Extinction. I think that's very good. Might actually cut these wee baby Chandras. I think I do want the Regulator. Yeah, I think I'm going to do like this. Baby Chandra functions kind of weirdly. Great. Super great. She functions better and better and better. She functions good on like turn 5, where you can like play her and then you can like clone something. But I want to be able to like do a lot of stuff on the turn that my nerd comes out. think I actually should have cut Chandra. I think I need to cut big Chandra because she's good against... Yeah, I think I made a mistake there. So we're not going to shock this because this is the turn where a Risen Reef can come out. Shoot this one. This is just a 2/2 flyer now. Big Chandra wipes zombies. That's a good point. I mean, she's just very, very strong as a card. And this doesn't actually seem like a scape shift deck, so I think Field of Ruin is pretty relevant. These games take so long. This is so funny. You got him, man. Very good outcome for us. This does indicate to me that our opponent almost certainly has, like, a Nissa. Something 5 mana-ish in hand. Oh, yes, please. Oh, baby. And, you know, I'm going to go out on a limb and say that my opponent does not actually have basics. At the very least, we will get to peel a mountain out. I mean, if you're running 3 colors and Field of the Dead, I would be very surprised if King Louis ran basics. I'm fucking wrong, dude. So here's what our hope is. Our hope is it's land, Nissa. That's the best possible outcome for us. Plausibly, I should have played Chandra's Regulator, since I'm just pretty much popping and Star of Extinctioning. It hurts a bit. Not the most, though.
Chandra Nalar, Pyromancer extraordinaire.
Chandra Nalar!
Fire spreads fast, with help.
So there is no Nissa. Okay. Well, then I wonder what's going on over here. I think this is what we're going to do right now. We're just going to chill. I'm actually just going to play this Mask of Immolation. In case of emergency, I can Chandra's Triumph, but I'm mostly certain that we're just going to be Star of Extinctioning very soon. See, I would have expected my opponent to slam Nissa last turn if Nissa could have been slammed last turn. So, I mean, I played this little baby here because if a Risen Reef comes down, I just want to ping it, like, immediately.
Don't worry, I brought company.
So no Risen Reef, otherwise it would have been Risen Reef and then this. Not hugely. Okay. So we're just going to try to prevent 2 damage here. This is going to die to our Star of Extinction anyways. So we block like this. And after blocks, we sacrifice and we blow this thing up. So that way, this thing's damage just pops. And then we get like 4 for 1, 5 for 1. I'm going to target this green land here.
Maybe I'm not cut out to be a monk.
And we have a handful of gassy alternatives. Whoa. Fucking awesome. You got it. If the Thaumatic Compass is the one you want to get rid of, man, it's all yours. It's all yours. Chandra, Novice, Pyromancer.
The city is so constraining. I need to be free.
Just alright, let's peel 1 card.
Guess I'm not the only one with a
We're
temper.
gonna do this. We're
Way
also
too
going
much for
to
me to
equip
handle.
this Mask of Immolation onto our Rekindling Phoenix, because then at end of turn we can do things like zap tap and all that stuff. Zap tap and roll. I'm not going to be super over-eager about doing that frequently. But, you know, if there's like a Risen Reef followed by a Risen Reef, I want to be able to deal with that. Holy shit, that's so funny.
Let's start at a sizzle and see if you make it to the Inferno.
Alright, we're on a 12-turn clock. Sacrifice to ping. So now we can kill with everything we have in our hand.
You're playing with fire here. I don't know what I'm doing here, but it's gonna be fun.
Alright.
Yikes!
know what's next
Call
for
my
me.
fists Pyromancer and Firebrand.
Oh crap, I tapped the treasure cove. That sucks. That's alright. It's alright. Bye. That could be negated, but you know, whatever.
Let's light it up!
Alright, we are on the clock. Let's do this. Let's regulate. Big Chandra. I can feel it. Mmm. Mmm. Let me get her bigger. Alright, we have our opponent on a 4-ish turn clock. We can start dealing a hell of a lot more damage more quickly. It seems like it's burn. Seems like it's burn. Why no mask? I just don't have any mana to do that. No mana. No mana. Right. Don't hate, regulate. We don't have enough money to start doing all the stuff we really want to do. Because we have 7 mana here, and we're going to spend a little bit regulatoring here. Or excuse me, immolatoring. So then I'm gonna we're just gonna wait and see what happens. Just wait and see what happens. We could have started really blowing our buddy up fast, which is really cool. Because then I can -2 on our middle Chandra, and it just goes bam bam due to the Chandra regulator. I actually don't find Risen Reef to be particularly incredible. I mean, it's strong, certainly, but I'm not, like, shook with how amazing it is. Come on, game. Don't lag out of me. I've been playing you for an hour and a half. Oh, you keep. Holy shit. That's what I was trying to do. Actually, maybe. It is a wee bit greedy, but when have I not been a wee bit greedy? That is a bit of an awkward first turn play for our buddy. 3 Lava Coils and a Regulator in hand. Makes day 9 a rather happy man. Can't you add more mana by using the minus our ability? That's true, but I'm trying to plus in order to get to the point where I can start -2ing to shoot multiple times in a row. This is a bit of a risk, but I really need to hit my land drops. Holy fuck. Alright, we may have just lost the game there. Is this a unique? Yeah. That's probably death. Bing bong. This is a relatively good outcome for us. I mean, that could be a negate as well, which would stink, but, you know, it's alright. It is alright. cut the shocks in this case. So, I mean, I think that I need to try to work up to Star of Extinction, and that's really the gonna be the goal here.
Afraid, wizard. I hope I said it tough. Here.
Missing the land drop pretty much just lost us the game. Which hoits a good bit. Hoits me, it does. So I'm gonna do a very risky play. We're gonna chuck this to try to just keep hitting land drops. Alright. Just gonna get out of here. I think that arguably the error was the sideboarding plan, but I still feel more capable of winning with this one than that stupid Grixis control deck, damn it. GG. This is a fantastic opening hand. Holy shit-a-roni. I think I need to... If I'm keeping in shocks, I need to keep in Chandra, Acolyte of Flame. Try adding Risen Reef and Chandra. I'll say what I've said before. I actually am not 100% convinced that Risen Reef is super duper good. I think it's a solid card, but the fact that it comes at 3 mana is pretty ridiculous. It's pretty high up there, you know.
Me later.
Maybe I should have played this one as well. Chandra Acolyte of Flame is good for bonking.
No, I am not making this up as I go.
Doesn't that feel nice?
Bunch of new burn spells for the wild. Oh, they're so cute.
We will meet again.
Has to be removed and already placed itself. Well, I feel like the reason I think that Risen Reef is only okay, as opposed to just like this amazing, super good card, is that it's either getting a land out or drawing a card. So there's already some unpredictable inconsistency there. Where, like, for instance, if you take an Elvish Rejuvenator pretty much guaranteed gets a dang land out there. I think against this type of deck, we just keep the pressure on. So it's not entirely clear what the Risen Reef does. And because... if you want to be able to exploit it more and more and more, it has to be in an elemental deck. So it kind of like pushes you a little more towards that more narrow archetype, that is. I think I know what's happening here. Do you know? Because I know. And so, my comparison to Elvish Rejuvenator was not the statement that Risen Reef is a worse Elvish Rejuvenator, but rather it's that don't quite have a guarantee whether it's going to get land or just draw you a card. Either way, it's doing a good job. To really make it super threatening, super scary, kind of has to be an elemental deck, which kind of pushes it down into certain archetypes where it's good. And for that reason, the overall elemental archetype is bound by the weaknesses of an elemental archetype.
Oh, they're so cute.
I think I'm just going to keep the one treasure map because I want to be able to Chandra's Triumph if something comes up. Always draws you a card with occasional upside. Yeah, but you think about something like Opt that lets you both scry. And then draw a card for 1 blue mana.
I suppose that's how it
There's
was
no
meant to
problem
happen.
fire can solve.
You know, these are the kinds of things that I'm
Hold that
just
thought.
at least aware of, is what I make the statement. Woohoo!
I know who I am.
$1 million says that we get desparked.
No pressure. Hey, these little guys are great.
Elemental decks are legit though. Yeah. I think the overall decks are strong, but
Mind and body should move.
you know, I would contrast it with something like Teferi, Hero of Dominaria, where when it comes out, you're just like, holy shit, this card is just such a fucking slayer.
Keep an open
Oh, wait,
mind.
oh shit. This card fucking does everything. I don't exactly feel like we get the same sort of qualifications out of the Wiz and Weave. 7 of those. Fuck.
Anyone need a match? No. Too bad. Go get 'em, buddies.
Oh, this fucking interaction.
Just wait a moment.
Sakura says, any interest in Underlord's TFT? Your 200 IQ would slay in those games. Woo! Woo! You know how to flatter me, Sakura. I'm actually thinking of devoting, like, a week to just learning TFT. I mean, I played auto chess and found it fine.
I have just the trick for
It was a fine game. And Underlords, I understand, is essentially good auto chess, period. It's like strictly auto chess with like some very minor tune-ins.
I'm known for my excellent timing. Let's skip to the good part.
Ba-da-ding, ding, 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 ding. Alright, now I've seen all 4 of them. Oh shit, I didn't hit this fucking stupid thing.
I like to think on my feet.
Now what?
Sit back and watch it burn.
I think it's more Chandra Awaken Inferno stops would be really good. Sakura says, the extra layers of strategy are super deep in TFT. Losing streaks to get first pick on the hero stage is buying characters that other people are using to deny them synergy. Yeah, I mean,
Meditate.
I actually,
Prepare.
as someone who's not like steeped in the sort of auto battler genre, teamfight tactics just visually looks so much better than Underlords. Holy shit, does it look 1,000 times better than Underlords, man. Oh my god. I mean, yeesh.
This isn't a fight you can win. You know what?
I mean, I actually think that's one of the hardest parts about... I think for me about just trying Underlords. Okay, what order do I do this in? I think I go 1, 2, 3, 4. We get this down.
Ready? I'm ready. Let's do this.
Nuke that. Cool.
Setting.
So now we can draw.
Say hi to my fiery friends.
Yeah, I think like there's just a lot that I just do not like about the way Underlords looks. Oh, that coffee got cold. Oh, it's so bitter. Oh. Alright. Who would like a trip to getting swept on town? Woo! Chandra's Regulator with big Chandra is going to be really nice. Jazz on your face, what an ID, asks, does anyone know if Mr. Knight is done with Hearthstone? I enjoyed him playing silly decks. Yeah, I'm pretty much, I wouldn't say done with Hearthstone, but I'm certainly not going to be playing it anytime soon. The meta was stale for me. It sort of, I stopped playing maybe September, October last year, something like that. Briefly stepped in and played when the expansion launched in December. But then, as I've been seeing new cards get released... Oh yeah, so I stopped playing because the meta just kind of felt samey. In particular, brand new expansion comes out. Let's make a 30-card deck, and 15 of them are going to be from Classic, which is the same sort of stuff I've been playing for ages. Excuse me. So I'm sort of like, you know,
Time to sleep for a week.
Oh, interesting. You got it. So if I hit Chandra's Regulator, I can kill this Teferi. Because I think we've already killed 2. There's Teferi, Hero of Dominaria, Teferi, Hero of Dominaria. Great.
When you understand reality, it's only a matter of time. Past is unwritten.
Nice. Yeah, and so I'm like, all right, cool. You know, what are some things that I might want to be eager and looking out for in upcoming type? What are things I might want to be looking out for in upcoming expansions? I want to be looking for new gameplay ideas, new patterns, new mechanics, the idea of like new, fresh, cool stuff happening to me in Hearthstone. And the last few expansions, I haven't followed ridiculously closely, but, you know, I look at the spoilers for cards, certainly. I actually find this to be pretty difficult. I think I'm actually going to keep the, put the Regulator away and keep the rest of this stuff. Yeah, no, I just keep seeing cards that are like, instead of a 2/3 that summons a 1/1, it's a 3/2 that summons a 1/1. And in this... And here's a thing that, you know, it's a 7 mana 5/8 instead of a 7 mana 6/7. Etc. etc. You know, I just sort of go, oh, okay. You know, there's another thing with Hearthstone, and I've talked about this on air before. Like, I'm almost surprised that in Hearthstone there's mechanics that I have felt like are cool. Legitimately cool mechanics.
Hey, these little guys are great.
Echo. Inspire. Etc. That I feel like pop up briefly. They're in attendance for like 2 seconds, and then they're gone.
Oh, they're so cute.
So this looks like Sultai, Land of the Dead. Sultai being green, blue, black. So we expect something like a circuitous route to come down. Alright, sure. Risen Reef. So this just turned into pay 3 mana and get a land out, which is, you know, just okay.
Hey, these little guys are great.
It's a good card, but it's not horrible. Not great, not terrible. I mean, if we just draw a land here, I mean, this is spectacular. Fuck it. So, Missile Goose is going to start winding up in a situation where there is just a lot of pressure to deal with.
Let's get toasty.
This deck is actually so fun to play, I can't believe it. It's going to be difficult to lose Big Chandra. We'll likely lose Baby Chandra. Great. Bing, bong, bang.
I'm reaching my boiling point.
Alright, there's a revealed card. Alright. Whoosh, 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 whoosh. Yeah, Yarok is kind of an interesting one. Okay, so how do we do this? I think that what we do is we are going to... First, we're just gonna, you know, do the expected. -3, destroy everything. Kaboom.
Check out these fireworks.
How do we want to do this? So I can... Yeah, I think this is just pretty much the only thing. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4. This would be 1, 2, 3. So then we would have 2 left and then 1 left, but we'd get another mountain. So we're going to do this first, shoot that, Field of the Dead, submit 1, which blows that up, which then lets me get a mountain. Which, though this is hurtful right now, we are okay because we do this, shoots like that, this, and this, shoots like this, so it goes to exile. And then we -2 on this to get the shock back that allows us to shoot this. Pay. Okay.
We always say, fight fire with fire.
Okay, so the situation that we're in now is one of, if there is a Hydroid Crisis, we are Protect. Ponderances, I feel like the order could have been better. Not sure, lots going on here. The reason why the ordering is fine here... Fucking crap. Is we expect a land to come down on the next turn regardless. So we're sort of expecting to have to Chandra to nuke a bunch of stuff anyways. How do we kill a 5-mana thing? So we have 6 stuff. You're a good cat, you know that? You're a very good cat. You're like actually a super sick cat. It's Despy! Yes. I'm kissing you. There's nothing you can do about it. Except maybe look at me. We have the look and feel of a dead dude. I mean, this is about what I got, huh?
I need some I've always wanted to make a really big fireball.
Always wanted to make a really big fireball. Oh. Oh. So, like, no land is good here, but... Alright, sweetheart. I have some new luxury estate here. This real estate, we got a pair of legs here. Yeah, I think you'll really enjoy your stay here on the legs.
Don't know what's next.
Like, this lap is really one of our absolute cutting edge. Some recently gentrified legs. Might lack a little culture, but it has all the modern amenities. You know, in a way that helps, that not you. So what do we need here? We need a lot. Legs come with Wi-Fi. They certainly do. You can find the Wi-Fi name is Horseporn. Horseporn 5 for the 5 GHz version. That's probably not going to save us the video game, is it? Do we have something in the graveyard that we can work with? No. Alright, so we're going to place her at the bottom. Hit this with some of that sweet X equals 1 action. Yeah. Name my Wi-Fi in the house is horse porn. I just like the idea that it's alarming people that live nearby. I am fucked. This is a good cat. Very, very best cat. Can Day 9 get there? Nice. Alright, we know a little bit about what needs to go in here. I think these lava coils are not as necessary. This Mask of Immolation has felt rather mediocre. So I think that we need to get our Blood Suns for some blood fun. Target creature planeswalker that's white or blue. Don't really have a lot of those. We need these big, thick things in there. I think we don't need these Chandras either. Right? I think that this is right. Huh. Maybe this is a poor choice of structure. Because I basically need to deal with a lot of like cheapo things. So I think Flame Sweep's probably good. Yeah, maybe just get rid of this lady again. This is good for ramping to Star of Extinction. I'm just going to get one in there. Blood Sun is going to turn off Transform Treasure Map, Compass, and Arch, though. I'm sort of okay with that. That's why I have a much more expensive pile of shit. I'm not actually sure what the mulligan technique is. Here, I'm actually going to message Nox. Hey, when do I... the Chandras? That's my most difficult choice. Whoa. That's actually such a huge fucking problem.
Chandra, Pyromancer extraordinaire. Go get him, buddies.
Okay. Cerulean Drake. Piece of cake. Now, what Missile Goose can do is actually kind of block most of the damage. Excuse me. That's here. Probably gonna need a Chandra's Regulator, chuck a Blood Sun. Yes, please attack. I insist. That's actually amazing. Unless there's a second Cerulean Drake. Okay, that's kind of... Okay, yeah. Ramp us. That sounds amazing. Yes, please. Done. A lot of stuff just happened right here. Alright.
Go get him, buddies.
We have been ramped. White Rob, happy near year-anniversary, White Rob 86. Were you born in our Lord's year of 1986? Year of the Tiger.
Let us see if your talent. I know I noted this somewhere.
What are we looking for now, Missile Goose? What are we looking for now? Eon Blue. Eon Blue, who formerly was a regular submitter to Funday Monday. And just kept playing StarCraft 2 until now. Actually kind of a... I don't know if you guys know, it's kind of a tippy-toppy proppy pro. Participated in Home Story Cups. Hello. Like super cool, Eon Blue, man.
I guess you do not want
No, YouTube says, hey, chat, how's it going, everyone? That is a good question. How is everybody? How is everyone in the whole world right now? Okay, that's actually okay. That's actually okay. It's like Mom said, a great day at work today. Dude, that's the best feeling. That is the best feeling.
Next time, you're toast.
Plus
The
1.
library.
To the library. Steel Dingleberry says, I'm sore from working out 3 times this week, but it's kind of a good soreness. Love that feeling. When I get back into working out, which is going to start next week, that's what I'm most hyped about. Doo-doo-doo. Alright, I think I'm actually just going to chuck both of these puppies. Get rid of this little lady. All right.
This study is over.
Solomir says, since it's the discussion in chat, what are, in your mind, the top keys to ideal game visual design? Okay. I have some opinions on this. There's a couple layers to it. So first of all, if we're trying to be a cold, hard, product-focused bastard, this is a weird attack because we're going to swing back for like 1 billion. Your game, like the visual look of your game is actually a pretty significant part. This is where something's going to go on the library, huh? I'm actually going to do like this to just get some damage in. Your visual design is actually like a acquisition tool. If your game looks cool and looks visually clean and visually polished, if I'm somebody who's just like, you know, never seen your game, never heard of your game, I'm gonna glance and go, holy shit, this is something that I should check out. Great example is Ori and the Blind Forest. Small team, new IP, not a lot going for it, but when I say not a lot going for it, I mean in terms of I know nothing,
It is an honor to meet
how is it going to
you.
penetrate
I
my
have
brain?
learned much from my ancestors.
Yeah, well, go ahead and take that action. And so I think about something like, you know, if you look at a lot of if you look at like a lot of platformers, which I spent a long time just looking at and studying, you know, you get, it's almost like a one-to-one correlation between number of sales and quality of art. It's kind of amazing. You get really interesting, stylized art things like Guacamelee. How do we want to do this? I think I don't want this right now, even though that's technically a good card here. Much better. Attack this little lady here.
I have learned all I can here.
Alright, this is looking like an end of turn flame sweep. I'm just going to finish this point after this game. This deck is actually sufficiently weird that I actually need to focus quite a bit on it. Alright. I mean, I will briefly summarize the things that I think. I think we just have to let this through. So if I were to do this, if I were to try to draw one right now, I think it's important for me to make this play like right away. Because this is going to land. This is good. Because then I can get this out, and then it takes one less little thingy for my flame sweep. One less land. Very good. Explain everything soon. Alright, I think this is the play. Very much so. Yep, that's actually correct. That's how I wanted to tap. Well, I must have miscounted my mana because I thought I did not have enough mana. Alright, that's not how I wanted it to tap.
You're about to. Is it just me? Or is it getting a... No pressure.
I thought I didn't have enough mana. That's my bad. Bang, bang. Winning with this deck feels... It just feels so much so like I'm trying to create a giant Rube Goldberg machine that at just the right moment, like, drops a dagger from the ceiling and bonks my opponent in the head, like... Please just draw. Please, please just draw. Oh my god, we're a very lucky bear. Now this can hit here. Alright, first things first, we're gonna do this, right? Yep. Boink. Oh my god, that's so fucking sick. That is so sick.
Bye-bye! I've got a burning desire to finish you.
This is so sick.
Stay back. I'm an explosive.
So I do this, and then I'm gonna copy this.
No pressure.
So I can't attack because our opponent has shown that they are running shifting ceratopses. So that's, if a shifting ceratops is run out, given haste, then I would die. So I need to keep everything back defensively. Oh my god, this is like such an elaborate way to try to win a damn game. Okay.
Reduced to embers.
So we're going to take this action. That seems good. So right now we would go to 1. Let's try to draw a card here, see what's going to happen. It's a pretty good one. Okay. Does that help us? I think it does help us quite a bit.
to meet
I think
my
that helps us
blades.
quite a bit. Doesn't really matter.
Glad I could help you.
Oh my god, what a way to win! Oh my god! Bam, 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 bam. Now we're technically not dead because the Arch of Orazca can draw, and then maybe something can come off the top. Yeah, like for instance, if my opponent had drawn a something that let him gain a little HP. I think I'm actually very, very happy with that mulligan choice. Because it's the Cavalier of Thorns that are the very, very quite so scary ones. Okay, what do I actually think about this? I guess I'm going to hold on to it because we're on the draw. We have a shock and a Blood Sun. Is this Nox's list? You bet your whole butt it's Nox's list. As Zijara. Bet the entire butt about it. No, don't do it. No land. Fuck. Alright. Alright, I know exactly how you feel, Missile Goose. I know exactly how you feel. Alright, let's just get this down. Let's just get it over with. I gotta keep playing these puppies, man. Assassin's Trophy on my Blood Sun would be actually so funny. Alright, one time. Alright, I'm having trouble. Alright, so I mean, what are we gonna do now?
So much to do, so much to see. I'm fired up.
Alright. This is how I want to win every game of Magic the Gathering. This is how I want to win every single game.
Getting all fired up.
Ah! To what do we owe this bin?
Ooh, hot, 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 hot.
We don't get any life because of the Blood Suns, but...
Let's make this quick. I've got other things to burn. You're
Yeah,
gonna
I'll
be
take one
sorry
more
when
land.
I'm back. Let's get toasty.
Alright, maybe I should just Star of Extinction for the manor. Bring it on, dude.
Keep it up, and you'll get hurt.
Alright, we might have a real match. We might have a real match. Show me what I got. Okay. don't know if we can win this in 20. We're going to have to go a wee bit faster than that. Fuck. No! Ah! Bing bong.
Hey, that hurt.
See no reason to react still. I mean, these flame sweeps don't have the most value. Kaboom.
Close.
We're just going to be
Can't
not
catch
surprised to
me.
see a Cavalier. Look at all the ones that are revealed. Doosh, 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 doosh. I mean, I'm sort of having the waiting game right now. Waiting till I can get, like, something that's actually legitimately good. I mean, this lady is just absorbing crap tons of damage for me. Like, what I really want is, like, a Regulator, treasure map, something like that. Look at the amount of damage absorbed. And eventually we're going to get something like another Cavalier of Thorns, a Yarok. Something that's actually good to nuke. It's fine. Just trying to get massive value. Land is no problem. Land is no problem. Thanks, Bloodson. Oh ho ho ho. Oh ho ho ho. Yeah, I mean, we pretty much have to do this, huh? Alright, what is the best possible land to nuke? I guess this one is fine. Alright, we got the guy that's going to peck for 1 per turn. I gotta use the restroom like so bad. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. It's me, Sean Plott. I like to talk to myself. It's a thing I do, you know? This sucks so much, but I'm gonna do it. This game's like so weird. I don't know why Yarok would be the pick. So the man himself, Nox, trying to explain to me some sideboarding, so that's good. Thaumatic Compass does let us deal with this thing. With Holy Butts, is it like a slow thing? This doesn't seem especially useful right now. But by God, it's the best I have. Okay. Wish I had more Chandras. Okay, so we're gonna get 2 lands out now, but like, it's not the biggest deal. I think maybe Blood Sun, I don't... I think Blood Sun, I maybe don't run against this Sultai version, because it does run a lot thicker of creatures. I'm actually feeling myself getting hurt by my own ability, or my own inability to draw, that is. Cards left. That's pretty good. This is an issue. This guy. I think the only thing that I own that can interact with that is Ugin. Okay. Blast on the Drake. Can't. Did that in the wrong order, but you know, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? I know that my amazing guy is not gonna have any problems. I've played like 3 best of 3s. This deck like takes 4 freaking ever. I might play for another 30 minutes, then just switch to an aggro deck that's a little bit more linear. Another Cerulean Drake. Wonder if there is... So, I mean, I would need an Ugin and a Thaumatic Compass to deal with these two, right? And that's about it. That hurts. I'm just gonna get out of this game. I think I boarded incorrectly. I think that putting in the Blood Suns is not necessarily good against this deck. This is sort of an interesting question, is like, how exactly do I... How exactly do I decide when the Blood Sun stays?
You are not worthy.
Give me this. Creatures you control have haste, huh? Okay, I'm still happy with this scry. Hey.
Deceit will never be rewarded.
Alright, Krenko, that's, you know, it sucks a little, but, you know, it's not the worst. This is a bit of an issue. If I Field of the Dead... No, that's not Field of the Dead. Asking Nox about Blood Sun. is a good one.
You call it anarchy. Me? It's just another day. Things are about to get real rowdy.
I haven't seen Summit, like, run ever.
We strike now!
I'm going in. Wow. I'm feeling a little clueless in this matchup.
I know more than you could learn.
It doesn't always work out how you want.
Ghost fire.
Just let that guy die. Oh.
You are blind to the truth.
I'm actually just thinking really hard about that Sultai matchup we just lost. This deck has a lot of the tools to be able to win, but it just plays so freaking weirdly. I think this is fine to do as well. Slow this game down. Alright. I think Grafdigger's Cage is good here. Yeah. Yeah. Tiger says, I love your green Tron deck. You played months and months ago. That's death for us, ain't it? Just have haste? No. If we don't sacrifice, we just die. Bing bong, bing bong. Alright, let's see if we can do something magical here. It's not looking the most magical.
The city is so constraining. I need to be free.
Alright, so we live.
Let this Pyromancer
We live! No attacks! Ah. Alright. You got me. So this kind of looks like a big gruel. Big gruel. So, I think we actually cut the Phoenixes in this matchup. They seem pretty weak. It's white or blue. That doesn't help us the most. Let's run one. I think just boarding out the Phoenix is a really good idea. It's a really good plan. Because it gets value owned by decks that board in Lava Coils. I need to get more coffee up in this. We need more Vespine coffee. So step one is always mountain out. Phoenixes are a good blocker though. Kind of. If my opponent is going to be boarding in Lava Coils or boarding in things cheaper than 4 mana that exiles, I typically want to board out the Phoenixes for 2 reasons. One, it makes their Lava Coils dead cards more often than not, because we don't really have any creatures in this deck outside of that one. But also, if I did keep the Phoenixes in, ran it out for 4 mana, they could kill it and they'd have 2 mana left over with which to do something. Which for us is bad. Depending on what they do, we might try to flip us. You know, I'm actually going to do this because, like, look at this board. Our opponent has almost no cards in hand. They're running low, so really, if we just work our way up to a Star of Extinction, that's going to be quite nice. Nissa, who shook my heart.
Witness the ties that bind us all.
Just get that one out.
Rise, my elemental friend.
So I think we might just have the sickest Star of Extinction of all time. I'm going to want this for post Nukies. So our basic plan is buff the Star of Extinction, buff the Blast Zone, cast Star of Extinction, etc., etc., etc. I still haven't talked about art in games, and I want to do that at some point. Did Hunek ever come back? Oh, there you are. I'm glad to see. I'm glad to see you, man. Just want to make sure you're doing all right, my friend. Just want to make sure. Just checking in. Can't do anything about it. Hurt me. Ow. Alright, we're going to send our opponent down to 1 mana, which is very nice.
The land fights for us.
Yay! Right. I mean, this is essentially an instant concession 1-2. Nice! Cool!
Not to brag, but I'm totally
Dong.
Go get 'em, buddies.
Probably should have done this and then this. Fadong.
They're so cute.
Yes! Alright, I begin my slow clawing back into this game. I would not be surprised if that was like a Lava Coil.
Oh, they're so cute.
they're so cute! Ah! I bleed orange. Oh my gosh. One of the many I bleed oranges from Reddit. But we have the triple E, so that's how I know it's you, huh? Appreciate you tuning into the In Control stream. Very much so, dude.
I need some
Emotional times for a lot of people.
Is it just me, or is it getting a little warm? Say hi to my fiery friends.
Would still not be surprised if this never comes down, because this is a Lava Coil.
Here, but it's gonna be fun. Go get 'em, buddies. Time to turn up the heat. Hope it's not
We did it! We have a Chandra deck! Would not be surprised if this never came down, because it's a removal spell for a Phoenix. Oh my god, we did it. We did it, Despy. We did it, my sweet cat. Alright, I think I'm actually going to get rid of this and put that in. Despy the cat. Alright, you're getting scritched. Getting scritched where? You're getting scritched on the head, on the chin, on the tummy. I'm going to kiss you. Do you know what's coming? Here. You know what? I don't know if you've gotten a chance to see the premium real estate we've developed. We have been hard at work finding the finest lap real estate possible, and it's right here. Let me just grab your butt and set you down. There you go. Now, some of the amenities we have: full body massages offered minutely. Yep, it's me. I'm right behind you. For Swedish massage, deep tissue. All in a pseudo Sean Connery accent. This is good enough for me, because our opponent is Big Gruul, which is the thickest and largest of nerds. Arch Leviticus says, Dana, I've been watching you for years, but can rarely catch you live. Congrats on the 100-month sub. My wife isn't into video games, but enjoys hearing your insights and life discussions. Canceled my WoW sub for you. Oh my gosh. Is that a testament to me? Or is that a statement about the current quality of World of Warcraft? I think I'm going to play the Interplanar Beacon, because if for whatever reason we start getting a lot of Planeswalkers, I want to have double Interplanar Beacon down.
Surrender now and I'll spare.
Oh, that's pretty good. Alright, sweetie pie. I'm sorry. I gotta move this. Alright. Probably want something much more significant than this. Like, I mean, essentially, we're looking pretty much for... Actually, I think I just do want all the utility lands down sooner rather than later. Alright, we have a good read on our opponent, because remember we said this is Gruul thickness, not Gruul littleness. I think this is a very good one to get. I'm gonna keep this. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. You can't go there. No, no, no. Look, I love you. Just lie down there, but do not go into the corner. No, 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 no.
Chandra Nalar, Pyromancer extraordinaire. Go get 'em, buddies.
Alright, so I think a demanding dragon,
For sparring has
something that's 5 mana in the hand, makes sense. Brand TGT says, when you sideboard for game 2, do you take into account what your opponent is going to do with their sideboard? I'm going to say I should do it a hell of a lot oftener than I do, but I don't do. The answer is, like, every player should take things into account to that degree. And I don't. So sue me. I think I do not want to get this Chandra down yet. I think it's better for me to just gently do like this.
Say hi to my... Oh, they're so cute.
You go here, you go here. And then we can get a double Chandra with a Chandra's Regulator the following turn, which seems strictly better. Hey. That's my sweet, perfect, happy cat. Alright. Be dumb reasonable. Am I going to BlizzCon this year? I'm almost certainly going to go, at least to hang around the convention center. Alright, let's get rid of that. So we pretty much did. We pretty much won this game.
No one is telling me what
So
to do.
this is the one that we want to say, yes, copy this.
Go get him, buddies. Glad I can help with your not being on
Give me
fire
some more.
problem.
Bing bong, bing bong. Alright, cool.
No, I'm not finished with you. Not by a long shot.
Awesome. Awesome, 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 awesome. Awesome, 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 awesome. I'd like this to stay at 4 or above. Because lightning strikes 3. Pinch bottom says, hey Sean, I built multiple big red Chandra decks. I even bought myself a pair of Pyromancer goggles IRL, but Chandra still won't be my girlfriend. Do you have any tips?
bite of my blade.
Yeah, man, sometimes you gotta just let it go. Let your Chandra go sometimes, you know. Nice. This is nice. Let's just do one more checkaroo. For something good. Middle Chandra. Still not as good as just doing this. 0. Oh wait, that's right. Okay.
Say hi to my fiery friends.
Let's shoot this.
Never bow to you.
These games take forever.
Let's see. Is it just me, or is it getting a little warm in here?
Bam. Boom.
Hazaret, forgive me.
It's just all my... I just got Chandra fucking yelling and talking to each other, man. Oh, I had lethal, didn't I? I did not even see that. Did not even see that you can Chandra's Regulator to give +4/+0 to these 4 things, so it would have been swing for 20. Man. And we're still gold 4. Fuck, man. One of these days I'm gonna play a legit good deck. Let me just queue right on up and just get myself coffee, get myself water. Reset, mentally reset. the angriest Day9 you've ever heard. Thanks, opponent. Thank you, opponent. He's the angry Nintendo nerd. Who's your favorite black planeswalker ever? I mean, it's probably thick Liliana. It is Liliana when she is absolutely swollen. Bum, 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 bum. This is Thaumatic Compass is going to be extremely good letting us hit our land drops against control. He's the angriest gamer you've ever heard. He's the angry Nintendo nerd. I love AVGN, man. I've been watching a bunch of them lately. Do you think that we'll actually be able to win any games? I still haven't talked about art in games. Alright. The elements of art in games. First of all, art's a selling point to the game. It needs to be really cool, awesome, eye-popping, holy shit kind of quality, you know? You want that stuff to be good. Because if you have mediocre art, then people are going to look at it and they're going to go, oh, okay, and they're just going to kind of move on. A second thing that I think is that, like, when it comes to game sales, particularly of, like, AA or indie games, things like that. AA and AAA are all bullshit labels, by the way.
I will aid you.
My name is Sean, and I wish upon a star that I had a Star of Extinction in here. Anyways. A lot of ways that indie and AA games actually make their success. Make their success happen is that when people play the game, really enjoy it, they spread it through word of mouth. And obviously the gameplay needs to be primarily very good to assist that. However, we're probably going to board those puppies out. However, I think art can contribute to that too. In particular, if you've arted up a game and you have really amazing moments relative to art. Like, for instance, if you... fuck, I just literally can't do this while I'm playing. Guys, yell at me at the end of this series. Yell at me to get it done. That's a lot of friggin' damage, man. I mean, I don't really know how I deal with this bastard. Glen Coco, happy 67th anniversary. Flux says, do you think it's wise to play a few normal lands to make sure you stay on curve if your opponent plays Field of Ruin? In general, it's almost always a critical thing to have a couple copies of basic lands in there, because there's so many effects that's like, destroy a thing, opponent searches for a basic land, and puts it on the battlefield.
The land shall conquer you.
How the hell do you deal with this? How? We'll be good post-combat, post-board. Free look, 1993, who's been here for ages and ages and ages. 1993, at a 93-month sub, free look. 93 is good for me. Nissa may, I dare say, try not to ult this turn.
Be wary of the ground you walk on.
You got it. Okay, so this is Bant Ramp, right? Bant Ramp, Ramp, Bant Ramp, Ramp. Whole goal of Bant Ramp is just ramp, 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 ramp. I think I'm gonna run the Fry. What? What did I weef upon? Okay. Gracious Hydra is honestly kind of cute. Gracious Hydra is a little cute patootie. Oh shit. You know what? Whatever. I'm giving a fuck. I want a Regulator. All right. After this, I'm thinking we just rock out with some Boros Angels, some fasty games, man. You curve and you beat in the sky. Hello, I'm Chandra's Regulator. Hello. Oh, yeah. Oh, this is so good. I think I do want to get to Chandra pretty fast here. Chandra. This attacks. It's such a mistake. Oh, you making a mistakey. Still want to build a Jund Chandra deck because I feel like there's a lot of really nice Jund tools that live right now. That live. I still want a deck that runs Death Sprout properly. Show me what I got. I would love a mountain. Hello! If there's a negate, then I'm a surprised person. Very well. Alright, no Nissa. That's good. It's like very good. It's very good. Let's see what FGR does. We're going to put a little stop here just to give me time to think. Try an elemental deck in the new set. Oh yeah, I even got those on the YouTubes. Desperate seems very not good. It's very weird because it's a 4-mana. Because is that just destroy target creature? Death Sprout. Dun, 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 dun. Destroy target creature. And then put the basic land out. Ah, man. If only it was destroy a planeswalker, too. Yes. Yes. Okay, so given that my buddy here... What the fuck am I doing? I knew I wanted to scry, but scrying then is just like the dumbest, worst possible move, but that's fine. That is the day 9 way. The dark side play Bandscape Shift. I'm gonna do that next week. I'm gonna start playing real decks next week. me know.
Seek shelter in my stewardship. Behold, nature's true power.
Alright. Alright, me. Do this, do that. More Landos. Always good. You know, I'm actually going to do this. And I am actually going to pay
I'm an
to double.
explosively good pyromancer.
Alright, we're just bing-bonging a lot of things here.
Utterly is the best way to describe it. Glad I could help with your not being on fire problem.
I mean, I have the regulator here. It's pretty good. Another Nissa. Okay.
I will protect the virtue of this world.
You know, what I really need to do, maybe, is not try to be doing stuff with Chandra. But instead just trying to find the Star of Extinction. Let's just draw Star of Extinction here. Doesn't that sound like the right play? Did sound like the right play to me. Many of you have never been to this channel before.
I cannot protect you anymore.
I want to let all of you know that luck is a choice. Luck is a choice. I just kept forgetting that I had a Star of Extinction post sideboard, so I just chose to put it on the top. Do I cheat? Yeah, I think in a way we all cheat. You know what I mean? In a way, we're all cheaters.
Get ready to meet my flame. Let's get
Yeah, yeah. Am I a piece of shit? A little bit. Little teensy bit, you know? A little bit. Oh, Justin, collision. I've called collision many a time. Collision, happy 77th anniversary, my friend. 77 from heaven months. You know, I wanna test a theory. My theory is that my opponent is out of basic lands. What do you think of this theory? Ah, crud. Crud craps. Alright, so far so good. Bam, 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 bam. There you go, Stalker. Did I fix it? Did I fix the issue? Did I fix the issue? Did all fix the issue. By the way, we cut the Phoenixes. We saw our opponent already had Prison Realms in there, and those Prison Realms are highly likely to stay post-board, so we're just gonna get it out. Seems good, seems good. Yeah, I've been having audio drift issues with this NDI output for a while, but it's mostly good. After this, I'm going to talk about art and games. Talk about art and games. I'm going to talk about art and games. This is the hand right here. This shit right here, it's the hand. Ooh, Alright. Chandra's Regulator. Here it comes. Boom. Whiz and weave. I have wizen. Oh, this weave has wizen today. Hallelujah. Alright, this is a very important one to run out. Because, I mean, technically we could regulate Chandra Lake. Cycle through that, but I'd much rather get my treasure map on the path to swollenness. It's me, Nissa.
I know my responsibility.
That is great news.
Trust me, I have a plan.
Now, do I do this right now? I think I actually do. I mean, like, technically we can whiff this. Technically that hurts. But I really, really, really need to start getting treasure map built. So there's a possibility that I can't play the Chandra, but it's so much more important to me to be able to get this treasure map up and going, because this can let me hunt for the card that really dominates this matchup, which is Star of Extinction. Have you listened to Jaya's Immolating Inferno? Can be recast with Chandra. Interesting.
You show remorse, I'll show restraint. Here goes nothing.
I wonder what my opponent is up to. Great. This actually lets us hit the city's blessing, yes.
Say hi to Mike, don't worry. I brought company.
Okay. Block as you please.
I'm getting too old for this.
So the big scare is our good friend Nissa. Also very scary is
I've got it.
a flapping jellyfish hydra enemy lizard wizard. Hydroid Krasis, that's the name of it. I found a whole bunch of words in my head and I decided to say all of them. Ah. It's the tiniest 4X I've ever seen. Fuck does this work?
another move.
Toasted!
It's not the best situation to be in, but...
Go get him, buddies!
Now, what I could have done... is I could have played Chandra, Awakened Inferno, -5, killed the Crisis, and killed that other thing, but I would much rather have Chandra back in the hand because our opponent once again has shown Prison Realm.
Longer. Stand by and watch. That's more like it.
Yeah. Yeah, I think pretty basic plays are in my future.
Say hi to my fiery friends. Let's get stoked.
Okie dokie.
This is hardly my worst defeat.
I don't know. What are you gonna do? Leafkin Druid, huh? So, the situation that we're in is a little bit of like a ticking time bomb mode.
Defy the designs of an error.
Oh, please, I insist. Just nuke this. Just don't plus whatever you do.
Fabric of the multiverse obeys me.
How do we do this one? Hurts a bit, but, you know, what are you gonna do?
Hey, these little guys are great. It's elemental, dear. What's your name?
If I actually do this, this will block. That's the play, dude. Screw this, dude. I mean, that's pretty cool outcome, huh? We'll wait till the end of the turn to see if we should regulate anything. Because we have 7 mana, which is enough to regulate Chandra Plus. That's kind of cool, huh? That's kind of dope, yeah. Like a -3 on Ugin would be pretty disastrous. do think this is what we do.
My plans do not include you.
Okay.
I could have helped more. I'm telling the abbots.
Here we go. We would not be surprised to see a negate here, which would be pretty much fine.
Remember this one?
I will seek other allies.
This guy cannot be countered. It does feel good, doesn't it? It does feel pretty damn good, doesn't it? Yeah, no, it's fine. Take it. You got it, man. That is your action. You get to scry? You got it. Can you pet the fire kitty, Sean? Yeah, you got it. Meow. It's just like my cat, huh? I don't even have a lot to say about art in games, but I want to do it at some point. I want to do it.
Let's start at a sizzle and see.
Oh, dude, can we just take a moment to appreciate that double regulator swing with a bunch of 5/1 elementals? Was that not just the thickest? This isn't a fight you can win.
I'll protect you.
I'll protect you. I'll really do it this time. Oh my god, it's so awesome. Okay, I am trying my damnedest and my darndest to just get to the next turn.
Everyone knows the bigger explosions are more fun.
We have 3 and 3 and 2. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Damn it.
Won't lie, I'm a pretty great pyromancer. Say hi to my fire. Hey, these
Holy
guys are
shit.
great.
Oh, wow. These games just take so long with this deck.
For round 2.
This is just the most ridiculous thing. Oh. Good treasure move.
Together, we will prevail.
Together. We will prevail. Yeah, the name of this deck really should be Slow Burn. You are correct, Entropy.
The land shall conquer you.
Number one. My god, this is so slow. Okay, so let me just share my very brief thoughts about art and games. And we're going to play this deck until we lose with it. That's what we're going to do. We're going to play this deck until we lose with it. And then I'm going to switch to my Jund build. I'm going to build some Jund shit that's going to actually really suck a lot. It's going to be great. But I think, you know, thick, swole Jund Walkers sounds pretty great, doesn't it? Doesn't Jund Walkers just sound so good? Kronos' Jund Dinos or Shitty Jund? Shitty Jund. Oh my god. Okay, so here's my thoughts on games and art. And sort of in a relationship. And these are not amazing thoughts, but these are my thoughts and I kind of want to say them. I have the wish and the urge to say them, okay? So, basically, I'll repeat some of the stuff I said before. First of all, I think of art, the art and style of a game, as an acquisition tool. Like, if you have never seen Hollow Knight, if you've never seen Ori and the Blind Forest, I'm also going to stick to platformers, 2D Metroidvania style platformers, just for consistency. If you've never seen Ori and the Blind Forest, or Guacamelee, or Hollow Knight, and you see it for the first time, you like, they just visually pop. You go, whoa, what the heck is that? In particular, Guacamelee and Ori, you're just like, holy shit, that's really amazing. And this can be a tool for someone browsing around on the internet, seeing a clip, and it makes them go, what the heck is this game? It gives them the opportunity to watch some footage where, again, the art is the dominant communication mechanism. Yeah, I might actually try this out. So that's one thing that, like, I've seen a number of 2D platformers that just kind of have very mediocre art. And this is a genre I'm picking very deliberately because it's much easier to do the design and engineering to make a 2D platformer or a Metroidvania-style platformer. So there's a lot of developers that as a first-time project, they'll make one and put it up on Steam. And there's a lot. Like, you can actually just look up Metroidvania 2D or just 2D platformer on Steam, and you can see a lot of games where you just look at the art and it looks fine. It looks functional, right? You can tell that it is a game. But it doesn't make you go, whoa. And as a result, it will not work as an acquisition tool in that context, right? So that's my point one. Art can be a really good acquisition tool. And everything I just said within that subpoint is referencing the nature of it being an acquisition tool. Second point about art in games. It can also be used to create really compelling moments after you've been playing the game for some number of hours that help with one of the big ways that games sell in modern days, especially in the indie and AA game space, which is word of mouth. Like, if you... what's a really good example of word of mouth? Slay the Spire is a good example of modern word of mouth type games. Not because of art specifically, because of gameplay, right? Because that game is fucking amazing. Everyone who plays is like, dude, you gotta play this game. Oh my god. But art can also be a way to make you kind of go, woo, ah. And I heard this, there's this great talk that I'm going to paraphrase really in a butchered way, which is that in media, and especially in visual media, contrast is what stands out. If you have a whole bunch of people dressed in blue and there's one in red, you look at the one in red. If there's a whole bunch of people dressed in red and one in blue, you're going to look at the person in blue, right? It's about contrast. And so if you have like a visual style that's, let's say, very desaturated, you know, everything looks kind of dull in color, very grayish, and then all of a sudden there's a moment where you, let's say you just fire a rocket, when it hits, it's this really brightly colored explosion that pops that can kind of make you go like, oh, whoa, ha. You know, like, screw the gameplay implications. Screw whether the rocket is good and helpful. It's just visually, it makes you go like, whoa, ah. Ori and the Blind Forest is a game that has tons of these ooh, ah visual moments. Like, when you are ascending through the tree and there's water flooding up through the tree to get you and you're running away from it. I mean, just visually, you're just like, holy shit! You're like, oh my god! There's little things like when you walk by, and that's a big moment, but there's also small moments where if you walk by a bush, it kind of like does this in Ori. And sometimes little particles move off if you like do certain moves by certain spots. And they just create these really satisfying, ooh, ah, ooh, really just rewarding, nice feedbacky kind of things. Just in the same way that when I click on this button, it has a nice little thing. And you can have lots of little visual layers like that I think are important for making the game succeed. But this entire conversation emerged as a result of discussing Underlords versus teamfight tactics. And I think that for multiplayer games where you're trying to process a lot of information, where there's a lot of stuff going on, I think there's this extra layer that's super fascinating to me, which is how to make sure that it's not so visually busy that it doesn't tire your eyes. Because you can have things that are you can take the same game, the same gameplay, and put in really high intensity visuals or very low intensity visuals to sort of like dial up how much intensity you want for your player or your viewer or whatever. And I think that like for a lot of multiplayer games, there's this other layer, in addition to just like visual tiredness, there's the visual processor in your brain that's just trying to look and to be able to evaluate what's significant, what's not, to be able to see information very quickly. And I think that, for instance, StarCraft 2, especially in the early days, really struggled to find a way to just get all the information on the screen without it being overloaded. For instance, displaying all health bars at all points in time was something a lot of people did, where you're just like, oh my god, there's fucking 80 health bars above 80 Zerglings, which is only 40 supply, which is not a lot, but you see fucking health bars moving everywhere. How did it get changed? Well, as time went on, change it to damaged. Only if a unit is damaged do you see the health bar. If there's full health units, you don't see them. So it draws your eyes to things a little bit better. And I think that this is an example of something that I think is really important to consider with a multiplayer game, is just how do you make sure that the processing is layered properly. You know, you heard me talk about this whole idea of change and contrast. You know, if you have a desaturated game and you want a really fun moment, maybe brighten the color a little bit on that. If you have a game where everything is visually noisy, it's hard for your brain to, in terms of your visual processing, identify what is the important thing to look at here. Because if you're playing like a single player game and you're just a shitload of explosions, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter in the same way that in a multiplayer game you really need to be able to understand and process super quickly. And you know, it's one of these things that I really appreciate about the teamfight tactics UI. It's just very clean in a lot of places. There's a lot of effort put into making the important things very clear, that they deserve your attention, but it's not really loud. And there's another thing that's really interesting about in these auto battler games, you actually don't need certain types of visual processing things to be as important, because you're not controlling the units. There's certain other things that you do need to know what's important, like when certain effects are going to go off. You know, like having really precise having really precise animations is, I guess, like this. Is a little bit less important, because the players don't need to watch and react to those animations in real time. Being able to understand a lot of the more strategic, intellectual-ish things like, oh, hey, What are my current bonuses, etc. I think I get the Thaumatic Compass out and just try to bump up my lands. I might just get roasted in this matchup. You know, for my units, what type is this? Is this a knight? Is this a... I don't know the names of the types. Like, is this a knight? Is this a noble? Is this a glacier man? No. Or the heck other things they have. And actually, you know, I'm going to reference... Draw a card. I think a really great example of this sort of like layering of intensity is not even in visual, it's in audio. In Dota 2, they did a really good job identifying which thing should, what the sound should be like at which point in time in the battle to draw your attention. Like, they actually turned down the volume on a lot of basic abilities. Turn up the volume on a lot of ultimates. So, like, depending on what's happening, they sort of have this very balanced audio landscape. I feel like you can apply sort of similar lessons visually speaking. Like, I remember some story. I don't remember what the game was. I had a friend tell me, like, years and years ago that there was a game where an artist came in over the weekend and worked with 2 other artists to just adjust the saturations, the certain colors, just tweak everything that was there. They weren't making necessarily new assets, but they were, like, fiddling with the intensity and the arrangement of those. Cavalier of Flame, huh? That's actually pretty tight. So I want this. Hey Chloe, the audio should be better. I don't remember what the fuck I was talking about, but yeah. Oh yeah, no, the story. This guy adjusted all the hues and saturations and everything. When everyone came in on Monday, they were talking about, oh, how much more balanced the game was, how someone must have tuned the gameplay values to make it so much better, blah, blah, blah. I just thought that was, like, super interesting, the fact, and you know, this artist person was just like, nope, just literally didn't even touch the gameplay of anything.
Hey, don't start any fires without me. Oh, they're so cute.
Tux11 has got to throw you a sub in a graphics game there for 13 plus years and can tell you that the perceived effect of changes can be much bigger than what you actually changed. Yeah, I just thought it was like a super interesting story about, like, yeah, you know, you... It is I, Feather! My opponent has died. Just thought it was fascinating, that story. Just like, yeah, everyone's like, oh, who changed the game? What made it change it? And it's just like, no gameplay, no numbers, no anything. Audio slightly before video. Yeah, maybe it's this way. Let me just do it. Alright, how's the audio look now? Better. Oh! Oh!
Ugh, training is so hard.
Let's see what my opponent's gonna do. Okie dokie. Alright, Ugin. Chandra would work here as well. Bam. Probably don't need that. Probably don't need that. My turn. Interplanar Beacon. Cool. This will do. Man, I really gotta remember to restart this game because it is just so damn laggy.
Stay back. I'm an explosively good pyromancer. Aw, looks like someone's getting a little sweaty.
Domri's ambush would suck here. It would suck. What a hero the Spires of Orazca is in this matchup, huh? Maybe we can do it. Okay. Can't stop everybody. Alright, let's draw.
Let's get toasty.
What's the benefit of scrying on upkeep rather than opponent's end step? It's better to do it at end step, but I don't think we had mana. I think that's just literally it. I can do it on both if I have the mana to do here and then do here, but I just want to do as much as humanly possible. Alright, we need to live one more turn. And then we did it. Ugly Bugly says, I am the 2% as cool as some of the other subs here. Because you've subbed for 2 months? You're 100% as cool, Ugly Bugly. Sub length is just a number. I mean, obviously we back off on this pupper, huh? Let's take this guy out of combat. I can't believe we're actually going to win this game. Baby Chin. Probably the correct choice is to shock at end step. don't think there's any life gain in this deck. I don't think there is. But I'm just going to play this out intelligently, just in case. Okay. Probably no to this. Probably no to the Mask of Immolation. I think the Chandra's Regulators are probably the ones that take a trip to Bytown. Star of Extinction was second boarding against. We've been boarding it in pretty frequently. I think shocks are certainly a wee bit weaker, but they're not irrelevant. You know, 10th District Guide is a good one to just shoot. Did I bring in the other Lava Coil? Oh no. Yeah, like right here, if it's turn 2 10th District Legionnaire, that's like super helpful. Gobble, gobble, gobble. I think that Feather is double white and red. Isn't that right? Okay. Okay, we got a Gideon. You know, alright, it's fine. That was a bit of an issue.
Bless us in our righteous cause.
Gods bless the shit out of us. Hype, 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 etc. Okay. Yeah, you know, you totally get to draw another card. It's all yours. Here it comes. Okay, so, I mean, I'm kind of looking for a Fry. Now we can always get to Ugin. Boy, this is so laggy. I love that Lava Coil effect. It actually coils. Hell yeah. This is a Dominaria card? Is that... Shit, what symbol is that? A lead? No, what is this? What is this symbol? Oh, Guilds of Ravnica. Damn. How'd I mess that one up? It's me, Defiant Gideon. Oh. What a blessing it would be if Rama just didn't do anything.
Believe in you, friend.
Well, I didn't scry, which is bad. That literally could have been the thing we got. Which is kind of what I wanted to get, but that's fine. Can't target that guy, man. Maybe you can. Does God's Willing target a planeswalker?
I am not quite indestructible.
I don't think it does. I think it's just target a creature, because that'd be like really fucked up. Give a planeswalker protection? No, thank you. Yuck. Bye, everyone. Blah blah planeswalker. Oh, that's hilarious.
Gideon Jura, at your service.
Gideon Jura. Hello. I will make myself swole again. Pretty good draws. I mean, we kind of need something better than all this garbage. Maybe I should keep a 2 shocks, 2 regulators, something like this. Well, this is not good. See, I would have loved to have been able to scry, get the fry, roast the Gideon, then play Ugin a turn later. That would have just been a much better run out. Elias. Elias. Yeah, you get it. It resolves. White or blue, damn. I'm going all in on this right now. My opponent might just have a God's Willing and whatever, just make it indestructible, but I mean, I want to at least try. Because I'd be remiss to let my opponent get extra draws off all that crap. Alright. One time. One time.
Let's start at a sizzle and see.
No! I hit the wrong button.
Let's make some more room to fight in.
Give me the hell out of this. Prevent the next 3 damage, you gain 3 life? Damn. Ah! Alright, so what I want to do is I want to cut, and then I want to add. Did I put in 4 Lava Coils? Yes. What I'm going to do is I'm going to hit done. I'm going to close this game because it is lagging like so much. I'm going to hit the MTGA, reopen. Boom. Hit this, pow. It's reopening. Kazam. Etc. Pretty good. Alright, we have a lot of the things that I want to have. A lot of things that I want to have. Interplanar Beacon. Welp. Do need that second red source. Do need it. Might not get it, but I do want it. So if my opponent has a way to buff this, they will do it then. Otherwise, I want to do it now, because then Rama will be able to cast God's Willing or something. If I had done this pre-combat, then we would have taken an extra damage. Minimum. Now I took 2 less damage. Ba-ba-da-ba. Alright, so nothing yet. Rama could have nothing. This could be a good old nothing. But it could also be that Rama is waiting until there's a lot more reactive tools in the hand. Don't need more Chandra Awaken Infernos. I actually think Rama is pretty hosed right now. That's what appears to be the case. Give me land. That's all I want. Nice. Ask and I receive. Feeling so slick and so sick. 7011D says, Dan, I just want to say thank you. I normally am only able to catch you on YouTube. I'd like to say it's a pleasure to watch live. Thank you, 7011D. That reminds me of a truly, truly stupid joke I heard. Hope all of you wish to hear it. It's a really stupid joke, okay? Why was 69 afraid of 70?
Get out of my way. I'm burning up here. Is it just me? Or is it
Because
getting a
they'd
little
just
warm
gotten in a fight, and 71. Yeah, y'all read Reddit? Great, yeah, I was there today. Woke up and read that right before I fell back asleep. Feels positive. I think our buddy just does not actually have. Jeebus841 says, what do I want to order for dinner? You want to order some chicken tikka masala with garlic naan. That's what you want to order, dude. That's what you want. Pleasure maps for days. All right, we're just a winning person. We're just victorying this game. Alright, that's how we always want to win. Clownily. Alright, nothing is loading properly. Oh, we actually, yes, could have cast Treasure Map for 0. That is a great point. I make it a mistakey. What a beautiful looking hand. Ah, yes. Oh, look at all these jokes. This is so good. I was just doing jokes. Still love the why was 6 afraid of 7? Because 7 was a registered 6 offender. Profoundly stupid. It's great. Games are running awfully lately. Yeah, I mean, I really feel like if this game just adds no animations, and this game literally is just straight up cards and stability, I'll be a happy bear. Alright, so I'm actually going to add our little treasure map, and I'm going to start playing a lot of Interplanar Beacons because I want to be able to get some answers very swiftly. One of those matchups where we're gonna like flame sweep quite a bit. Don't need that many Chandra's Regulators. Alright, who loves to scry? I love scrying. Oh, yeah. Alright. We're getting hurt hard. This is rough. Ouch, ouch, ouch. Yowie, wowie, zowie. You have no idea how hard we're about to scry. This is going to be amazing. Ho ho. We're pretty fucked. Yeah. Alright, let's get that regulator out. That's what I'm talking about. Fuck. I mean, I don't really know how we make this work. You know, I'm not like 100% on this, but this looks hard. Oh, fuck. Alright, this is gonna need to be a big draw. This is gonna need to be a big one. That's a small draw. That almost does it, doesn't it? Don't we just look a little bit stupid? Probably not this regulator. Flame sweeps seem very cool. I don't know when or where we ever want this stupid Mask of Immolation. I like that. Alright, last cup of coffee on the day. Boom. Nice share bear. Nice card. love just being surrounded by soft little cats. Do I want to be on the play? You bet your whole butt I do. I'm going to just do a bad keep because if we lose this, we switch decks. And I'm actually going to be Jund. Jund 9. I'm drinking coffee at 5 p.m. Melicello. 5 p.m. A little bit of weak-ass coffee for good measure. Interplanar Beacon. This actually works.
Won't lie, I'm a pretty great pyromancer.
Does the mug have a face on it? Yeah, it's Sven. It's Sven from Dota 2. It's a Sven mug. You can find it by Googling Sven mug. And now I'm going to summon a 4/4 vampire and draw 3 cards and lose 3 life.
Blood calls to your soul.
No. Look at that. Look at that heal for 5.
Maybe I'm not cut out to be a monk.
From Soylent, oh yeah, Soylent Persons. I think is who you're looking for. Semper Vivum. Soylent Persons is the developer of this mug. Okay, so what do we want? Do we want Boros Angels, or do we want slow Jundi control?
Let me lead the charge into darkness.
Let me lead the
Your
charge.
light will cleave the darkness.
Chund, everyone wants Chund. Got it.
I bestow a mighty curse.
Draw pull. It's fine. Alright. Let's do it. Let's make a Jund deck.